Guys, we are here with Craig and David Dowsett, the lead actor Winnie-the-Pooh in Blood and Honey. I can't believe we've managed to do this, Ryan. This is episode 1, and we've got like one of the lead actors from an awesome movie.
As you mean to go on.
Let's not keep him in the wings waiting. Craig, good evening, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, good. Man.
I was going to think of some Winnie the Pooh related pun, but I had too many. That's the problem.
Ryan, do the voice. Ryan, do the voice. I've been dying for this moment.
Right. Craig, so we do this other show called Geek Week in Review, right? And because of Cocaine Bear, the film came out, which was nuts. I started doing my Winnie the Pooh impression, which has now turned into its own thing. So now all I can say is, "Welcome, Craig, to the House of Horror podcast. No bother."
Brilliant. That's awesome.
We need to take clips from Blood and Honey and stick that voice over it, I'm telling you.
Yeah, definitely.
If only you never left, Christopher Robin. So many lives could have been spared. Well, there is a sequel in the works. Just going to throw that out there.
Throw yourself in there.
But Craig, it's really cool that Blood and Honey has been as popular as it has been. What's it been like since it came out? Did you think it was going to be this popular?
No, it's been insane. It's been such a magical ride. I mean, since we first dropped the first images last year, people thought it was a hoax at first, and then it just grew and grew and grew. Went viral, and then we dropped the trailer. The world went nuts. And yeah, it's been amazing. It's been so cool watching it build and build and build, and then the release hits the cinemas, and it's awesome.
I definitely think you're going to be... Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say it's just such a bizarre thing still to we can talk about the Winnie the Pooh horror film. I love it. We got to ask, what was your first reaction though when you heard, because you must have heard there was going to be a Winnie the Pooh horror before obviously you got cast in it. So what was even your reaction, or it was the first you heard of it when you got cast? Yeah,
pretty much. It was the first I heard of it because I've worked with them before, and I just literally said, "Have you got anything coming up that you're casting for?" And they said, "We've got Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey," and I was like, "What?" What? And they pulling my leg, winding me up, and they said, "Would you like to play Pooh?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, let's do it." I thought, why not?
That's amazing.
But I know that when you were making the film, when it first got announced, obviously it got a little bit of backlash from Winnie the Pooh fans. I mean, was it true that some of the cast got death threats and petitions? Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah, some of the cast got death threats. I had a few choice words in my DMs and inboxes. Don't get me wrong, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but it's it's a film, come on.
Yeah.
Would you just brush it off like honey off a bear's back? Sorry, come on. God, we got the terrible jokes.
And I mean,
if people don't like it, then they haven't got to watch it, But yeah, it was a bit extreme for the death threats and nastiness, but you get these extreme people, don't you? So.
And obviously, as well, it's been popular enough that they're even making a sequel and a potential universe, apparently. So, I mean, Blood and Honey 2, I know you're returning, or it seems like you're returning, because according to IMDb, anyway.
I'm not sure if I'm returning or not. I'm still
in talks
waiting for the phone to go. If they want me back, then I'll come back as Pooh. But I literally don't know what route they're taking with the sequel or where they want to go with it. So. It's all up in the air with me in regards to that. But like you say, there's this whole new universe opened up now, where any character's up for grabs that's in the public domain. So you just don't know who you're going to see next.
So
I'm waiting for my Winnie the Pooh versus Care Bears movie. I mean, is that coming out?
No, you know what I'd love to see, something like. Do you remember Freddy versus Jason?
Yeah,
I'd love to do a triple threat: Winnie the Pooh versus Freddy versus Jason, and throw Michael Myers in as well. We'll have a fatal four-way.
Well, the other day I interviewed David Darko, who's going to be in the Werewolf Santa Werewolf movie or Werewolf Santa movie. He's the wolf in it, and even he said he'd love a film with you doing Winnie the Pooh versus Werewolf Santa.
Yeah,
Christmas revenge.
Yeah,
I love that.
Get in touch. Let's do it.
I've been a bad bear this year, Santa Werewolf.
A very bad bear.
I mean, after rewatching the film again, because we knew obviously we were going to be interviewing yourself, me and Ryan both rewatched the film, and I'm telling you now, in the sequel, Tigger, they need to bring Tigger in as Winnie the Pooh's adversary.
They do, yeah. I mean, he was still copyrighted for the first film, so I don't know who they're going to bring in, but I'm sure there's more characters coming.
Yeah, I read online that they wanted to do Bambi. I mean, I'm just picturing what they're going to do. Like, if they do it the same as how they did the monsters for like the Winnie the Pooh, what the hell are they going to do to Bambi?
I know, yeah. They want to do Bambi: The Reckoning and Peter Pan: Neverland Nightmare.
Yeah. That one's going to be. I'm just looking forward to all of them. I love it. I tell you what, if you want to get weird looks though, rewatch Blood and Honey on an airplane. That is a place. So I've literally come back last night when we're recording this. Last night from holiday, and I was like, I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to rewatch it on the plane. It's nice, casual, easy viewing on an airplane. But you know, obviously, people always just glance. I got quite a few double takes as people walking past. So this is me, my little phone screen, just watching there, just seeing like Winnie the Pooh like smash someone's head in. It's like, it's a family picture.
Someone's head over in the car.
Yeah. Oh, I just such a grim death.
I just loved in the film the fact that they obviously they spent so much time on the Winnie the Pooh thing, like making Winnie the Pooh look like Winnie the Pooh. But then like you had Piglet that was literally just a pig mask, and he looked chasing people. It was the funniest thing ever. I love it so much. I love a good B-list movie, but I think Blood and Honey has the legs to like become like iconic. A little bit like Art the Terrifier came out of nowhere. That was a little iconic picture, and I mean, same as this. I mean, this has got legs, man. I love this film.
Yeah, Terrifier guys have absolutely smashed it, haven't they, with what they've produced. Hopefully Winnie the Pooh can go on and have a cult following of its own in time to come. That'd be great.
Yeah, and I know you're working on a project right now, the house that zombies built. Can you tell us anything about that, or is it under massive secrecy? Or
I can't really talk about it. It's already been shot. It's in post production, and I think it's going to be released probably around about May next year. You'll see me in a couple of bits and pieces in that. I've got a new project that I'm starting in a couple of weeks' time. And then a couple more after that. So all that I've got
lined up,
NDAs, etc. But I've got got some good stuff coming.
Oh, God. You always want to be like that guy like sort of goes, oh, but let it slip, and then but you also don't want to be that guy who then ruins someone else's job because you let it slip. So
Exactly.
We'll just have to settle for secrecy. It's fine. Whatever. I've got to ask though, right? So wearing the Winnie the Pooh head, because when I was rewatching it, it sounds stupid. When you watch it the first time, you have like the impact of it because it's shocking. It's different to me. When you rewatch it again for the back, you start like looking at all the little details and stuff like that. The Winnie the Pooh, like the head, is fascinating because it's like it's so close to its design, but obviously no one's really done a grown up Winnie the Pooh, as if like one who's grown up from being the cub to being like the full giant bear. And like, was it uncomfortable to wear? Could you see in it? How does it work? Like. It was quite a challenging mask to wear actually. It's very heavy. The weight of it is probably weighs like 5 kilos. It's pretty heavy mask. The visibility wasn't so great at the start because it wasn't custom fit to my head. At the start, it kept slipping down over my eyes. So I had to wear a thermal hat inside that to build up a layer on my head. So it wouldn't slip down over my eyes, which then ramped up the heat. It was like a sweat box inside there. I couldn't breathe out of my nose because there was no nose holes and there was no ear holes, so I couldn't hear nothing.
Wow.
Other than that, it was swell.
Yeah. Easy, absolutely easy. Did you ever just like walk off set and then just go and like buy a drink from the shop? Just being like normal.
You know what? Funnily enough, after one of the shoots, I still had the yellow eye makeup around my eyes. I completely forgot about it. Took the mask off. Got in my car to travel home early hours of the morning. Stopped to fill up with petrol. Got some fun.
I love that.
Comical.
My favorite scene in that film is where Winnie the Pooh's driving the car and he runs over the girl's head. That is just that bit. It just cuts to Winnie the Pooh in the car. And that's the best.
Yeah,
scene
yeah. That's one of my favourite kill scenes in the film. That is just doing that. That was so much fun to film as well because you had the darkness, you had the smoke machine going. You got Winnie the Pooh in a car, which no one's ever seen before, and just like the anticipation of it because she's tied up on the floor. I'm revving the car, and it's just building up, and then the gruesomeness of the head being crushed.
I totally thought she was going to get out of it. I thought she was going to go in like a legs thing, like she got out of it, and her legs were going to be like crushed, and then it was going to be like some. But I was like, oh no, they've just gone for it. Wow, they've just full on, her head is gone. Did you have a favorite kill in the movie? Like you said, that was like one of your favorites. Do you have like one? Like, do you have a favorite or?
That's probably the most standout one for me. The other one I like is at the end of the car explosion. Basically because that was just a good grand finale at the end. The car goes up, bang, and then just terrorizing them, slitting her throat at the end because it lingers for a bit, so you're not sure if Christopher Robin's going to talk him down, if Pooh's going to back down and not do it, and then suddenly he's just like, yeah, screw you.
Did not see that coming.
No, it's a very abrupt ending, isn't it? It's a very abrupt ending that he just slits her throat and shoves her down, and then it just ends with him just screaming. It's crazy.
That's like the one line in the movie, isn't it, as well? Like, there's like
one line. Yeah, because the voice is still copyrighted, I can't speak like Winnie the Pooh. Plus, it wouldn't really sound scary either if I was like, "Oh, hello, everybody."
Don't worry about me. I've just come for a little killing and some
yeah. Because that's the thing, at the start, it's like, how do you make Winnie the Pooh scary anyway? Because he's kind of funny, he's kind of goofy. So straight away, you're like, right, how can you make him as menacing as possible? And really, the way you do that is just making him a silent, relentless killer.
Yeah,
I think that one thing's got to be said about that. Yeah, agreed. Because same thing as you, but I was about to say as well. I think credit to you as well. Like when I was watching again, because you start watching it differently the second time you watch it. Your movements in some of it, it's weird. It's kind of like it's a slightly playful kind of his little like walk, like his heffalump walk. Yep. But it makes it slightly more menacing because obviously with the music and like that, and it's a shadow, but you've still got like I can see what you've done. You've still got like the kind of the playful type of walk, but it's like he's murdering people, and it's like that makes it so much eerier. Because if he just walked normally, like you said, it's finding Pooh's character without the voice, which I think you absolutely smashed it. Like no pun intended. Absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to talk because, like, you've got your Jasons, your Michaels. They don't speak a word. It's just that relentless, silent murderer. It's classic cinema.
Yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from those. Tried to blend it all together really with like Jason, Michael, and a bit of Leatherface as well. I tried to sort of like do a little blend, take little bits from them, and sort of then add my own, like you say, with the little bit of the goofy walk because he's heffalump Pooh.
Yeah, one thing I have to ask is how did because like there's scenes where you've got like lots of salivary nastiness coming out of it. Did that come from under the mask? Do you like spit that out or something? Or was
that's actual real honey.
Wow.
Oh my god. That's been horrible.
I'd shove a load in my mouth inside that mask just before they were like action, and then you just drool it out.
Yeah, because it looked genuine. It looked really cool. It was like slowly like dripping.
Yeah, the bit in Pooh's den where I'm gorging from the honey pot. Yeah, that's all real honey. And you know what? I hate the taste of honey.
I'm not surprised.
So you're like, whenever you see things like this, the person always ends up hates the thing they have to put loads of things in.
Yeah. I'm gorging away on this honey, and the sound effects you hear, that's actually me like reaching. And the director's like, shove some more in there, get some more in there. I'm like,
no, please, God, no. Oh my god, that is amazing, but horrendous at the same time. How do they clean that every time though? That mask must have been like, was there more? I'm guessing there had to be more than one.
There was two screen masks. We used a clean one for the scenes without all the blood and honey, and then we had the dirty one for those sort of scenes. But yeah, we just cleaned the inside of it in between takes and that, because it's all stuck to my beard and my moustache. It's
It's free waxing, right? Every time you took the mask off, just like clean strips.
It was. It was, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, here's one for you. If you could pick, so obviously we know about Peter Pan, Bambi, and Winnie the Pooh. If you could pick any other very innocent kids franchise to do a horror film, what would you pick?
Donald Duck. He's got, you know why? He's got anger issues. He loses his rag very quickly, doesn't he?
Oh, that would be actually pretty savage.
Yeah, he's always like, ah! It's like you can imagine him going nuts on someone.
Right, someone Google the copyright on Donald Duck. Let's get this sorted.
Yeah.
There's lots of things falling into public domain soon. Lots of things. There's gonna be some right. I know, like they're making a Grinch horror film now, because all of Dr. Zeus's stuff is slowly falling into public domain one by one.
Oh, that could work well.
Yeah, something like there's like a Grinch horror movie coming out soon. So that this film has definitely unlocked like a new genre almost of making these weird twisted kids films. I think Banana Splits kind of helped, and then you had Blood and Honey announced, and slowly more and more have just creeped out.
Yeah, I think everyone's now realised, like, oh my god, yeah, we can actually do this sort of stuff, and it's kickstarted everyone into more creativity with it all, really.
I think it's nice because the thing about horror, I think people always misunderstand about like horror fans. Everyone assumes that you've got to be really twisted or whatever to really enjoy horror, but actually horror is as much about entertainment. Like, it's about the ridiculous and like seeing things like, you know, like Werewolf Santa or like Winnie the Pooh going on a murder rampage. Yeah, like those things are like part of the entertainment. Like, the more ridiculous it is, it's actually just about having fun and like completely just switching off your brain for a bit and just enjoying it.
Exactly that. Yeah, it's not all got to make sense all the time. You know, you've just got to enjoy it, not take it seriously, and just have fun with it. That's what it's all about, really.
Craig, so where are you going to be next then? Where can people find you over the next few months?
So my next convention is at Showmasters Collectormania 28. That's at the Birmingham NEC. Nice. I'll be there on the 2nd of September. And then from there, I'm at TerraCon in Massachusetts on the 15th. Oh, wow. Then I've got quite a few in October coming up. So I've got a busy last run of the year. But yeah, just follow me on Instagram at Craig David Dowsett, and I'll keep you all posted where I am and what I'm doing and bits like that.
You're going to get some weird merch to sign, my friend.
Yeah. I've had people with their own custom-made masks that I've signed, and the custom Funko Pops. Yeah, it's been great. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I've seen people at conventions already with the full suits and things like that. It's insane what people can do.
Yeah, cosplayers are going to be out in full force in October, so that's going to be awesome.
Maybe okay, Ash, if we do get to For the Love of Horror this year, let's play the game. Normally when you're at Comic-Con, it's Spot the Harley Quinn. At this one, we're going to play Spot the Winnie.
Yeah. I'm going to try and go to that one and geek out myself, so I might see you guys there if you're there.
Hey, that'd be awesome.
I'm definitely there. I'm trying to convince Ryan to come with me so we can do some content while we're there for the horror channel.
So busy, you know, so popular with things in demand. I'm not really. I'm just working out if I can afford the train.
But Craig, man, thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate your time.
Oh, thanks for having me on, guys.
Lovely to meet you, man. Thank you. And keep up the awesome work.
Cheers. Thanks very much, guys.